What's up everybody, dude? I did a huge mistake. As you can see, I have the iPhone 10 here, but I have the iPhone 8 right here, and I try to do this one thing. I got a new skin for my MacBook, and I had a little bit things left over, and I put it over the iPhone 8, and I try to make it look good, but as you can see, it looks horrible, and I'm actually kind of offended that I even thought this was good looking, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. The reason I even had it on in the first place is because the iPhone 8 that I have is actually cracked. Wow, that's kind of satisfying. But the iPhone 8, as you can see, is cracked, and I was trying to find my best way to put a skin behind it or something, and obviously it's not working, so I'm kind of, low-key kind of mad about it, but really it's whatever. But right now we're going to do a comparison between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10, and this is just going to be a speed comparison. I've pretty much done a full analysis between both of these in terms of specs and everything. I know you guys probably already know most of the specs between these, but I'll just go over some quick things real quick before I get into the speed comparison. So now the iPhone 10 is definitely bigger than the iPhone 8, so that could be a pro, that could be a con, but they're almost around the same size. If you picked up the iPhone 10 and then you picked up the iPhone 8, you weren't holding them side by side, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, but it's not that big of a difference. The iPhone 8 does have a smaller screen. You have a 4.7 inch panel on the iPhone 8 and a 5.8 inch panel on the iPhone 10. Now the biggest difference between these two panels is the iPhone 10's panel is much better, okay? Now one thing I've noticed with the iPhone 10, and it happens on every single phone that I have, so it's not just an iPhone 10 thing, but for some reason every single time I have a screen protector, I'll just turn the screen off right now, you can see I have this bubbles that show up right there, and it's always on the side of the screen protector, and I think it's just moisture getting in there, but I don't even know how moisture gets in there. It could possibly be sometimes I leave my phone outside of my shower and there's steam and stuff, but that could be it, but I honestly don't even know. But that's really weird, and it happens every single time I get a new phone. They both have wireless charging. They both have 12 megapixel sensors. The iPhone 10 does have an extra camera lens that allows you to do things like portrait mode and things like that. The iPhone 8's camera is pretty good too, but glass backs, man, I hate them. As you can see, the iPhone 8's already cracked, and I literally slice my fingers open every time I use it. Power button on the right side, and that's really pretty much it. I mean, the iPhone 10 does have an extra gigabyte of RAM, where the iPhone 8 has 2, the iPhone 10 has 3, so a little bit of difference there, but I am actually... almost dropped it. But I am actually pretty curious to see what the main difference here is speed. Sometimes, like I've seen with the 6S Plus, the iPhone 10 was actually slower than the 6S Plus on most of the apps that were opening. But let's just go ahead and see. Just because the iPhone 10 is better on paper doesn't necessarily mean it's actually faster in real world use. So let's go ahead and run that speed test. So the table might shake, the camera might hit the camera, things like that. You guys already know the deal. So I have, for the most part, most of the same apps on here. Now this is my personal device, so I do have some apps that I probably won't be able to open on here. But everything is cleared out on the background and everything like that. So we can open things like the camera and see which is faster. 3, 2, 1. And to get the square box in the middle, it does look like the iPhone 8 did show the box a little bit faster, but again, that could be a little bit different per thing you use. Let's go ahead and do the music app. 3, 2, 1. These are kind of okay. That was pretty much the same. Let's do clock. 3, 2, 1. Again, pretty much the same. We can go ahead and load up flawlessphone.com, which is the greatest website in the world. 3, 2, 1. And we can see which one is faster. They're both coming. Okay, so the iPhone 8 technically is faster to load up my website, which is pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and turn up the brightness a little bit on here. That was pretty interesting. I was not expecting that. We can go ahead and load up this thing. 3, 2, 1. And I think, okay, iPhone, it looked like the iPhone 10 was in the lead, but I think the iPhone 8 actually finished uploading it. Let's go ahead and load up another thing. Let's do the iPhone 10. 3, 2, 1. And maybe the iPhone, it looks like the iPhone 8 again was faster there. That's pretty interesting. I was not expecting that. I was really expecting the iPhone 10 to be, obviously a lot faster because it is on paper faster than the iPhone 8. Let's go ahead and do an app like Facebook. 3, 2, 1. And again, it looks like the iPhone 8 opened that up faster. Again, could be another one of those random things. Let's go ahead and do Temple Run. 3, 2, 1. And I think I clicked on the iPhone 8 just a little bit faster, but it wasn't this noticeably faster between these, which is pretty crazy. And as you can see, the iPhone 8 did actually load up faster into the game than the iPhone 10, which was interesting. I honestly was not expecting that again. This seems like a pretty common thing. For some reason, older phones do better than the newer iPhones, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Let's go ahead and do Fruit Ninja. 3, 2, 1. And I might actually try and, kind of compare the gaming between these. And I had that little pop-up box come on, so I'm actually going to go ahead and hop out of this and go back into that game actually. So let's do it again. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And sometimes that does happen. Sometimes I get an extra pop-up screen or something. That one was pretty close, I'll say. That one was a pretty good close tie. Let's go ahead and load up Classic. 3, 2, 1. And it looks like it's going to be pretty even on both. I'll definitely say that between these two tests, it looks pretty even, I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and do Real Racing 3. 3, 2, 1. And this is another one of those games that hopefully it's faster on the iPhone 10. It looks like it is. Okay, the iPhone 8 actually, technically speaking, booted into the game, booted into that little logo load up screen faster. Now, some people are saying that, well, they're going to say that because they're on two different phases of the game, it should be different, but that's not the case. On every single one of my tests, going past that initial load up screen is the same speed on every single device. So whether you're on this screen or this screen, if you did the same performance on the iPhone 8, they would have been on both the same screens, if that makes any sense to you guys. So pretty much all you guys need to know was that was fair, and it looks like the iPhone 8 was actually faster in that case. Now let's move on to this screen. Now I have a lot of the same apps on both. I don't have TikTok on this one, I do, but it's like I use it, so I'm not even going to show you guys that. But let's go ahead and load up Netflix. 3, 2, 1. And it honestly looks like the iPhone 8 opened it up a little bit faster. Just like a little bit. Like it wasn't even that noticeable, but it was like a little bit. Like I had to look really hard to see that. Let's go ahead and do Dropbox. 3, 2, 1. And again, it looks like the iPhone 8 was just a little bit faster again. And I don't even know why it's even a little bit faster here and there. The iPhone 10 should be faster overall. Let's go ahead and do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. Again, the iPhone 8 was faster there. A noticeable amount too, which is pretty interesting. I was not expecting that. Let's go ahead and do Slices. 3, 2, 1. That one was a pretty close tie, I'm not going to lie. They both look pretty even in that case. Let's go ahead and do Bofa. 3, 2, 1. And they both look pretty much the same there too. I was expecting a little bit of difference, but I've noticed that this Bank of America app opens the same on like every single device. Let's go ahead and do this game. 3, 2, 1. It looks like the iPhone 8, yeah, the iPhone 8 got into it faster. That's another crazy thing. Like, it should not be like this. Like, the iPhone 8 should be slower. It shouldn't be slower, but the iPhone 10 should just be faster. And I don't get why it's even, like, this much of a difference. Like, there's no difference between them. 3, 2, 1. And in some cases, the iPhone 8 is actually faster than the iPhone 10. Now, in this case, I think, yeah, the iPhone 10, I think, is gonna, yeah, definitely. The iPhone 10 was faster here, so that's a good thing. You know, shout out to the iPhone 10 for doing it good here. But still, like, it shouldn't be, like, sometimes faster, sometimes not. Let's do Rise Up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. The iPhone 10 beat it definitely here. That's definitely a good thing. Let's see if there's any speed difference. But, like, what I'm saying is like, it shouldn't even be, like, this close of a thing. And I know I sound crazy because I'm not trying to say the iPhone 8 should be slower. What I'm saying is the iPhone 10 should be faster than it. Like, the iPhone 8 is not a slow phone, but if you're spending more money, you should expect to get better performance, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do this game. 3, 2, 1. This is, like, my least favorite game. I never even play it, but I don't even know why I have it. The iPhone 10 did beat it here, too. That's definitely a good thing. Good job. Let's go ahead and do this one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I just hit something. And we actually booted up faster into this one. Pretty interesting. Was not expecting that either. Okay, let's go and hop out of this. Let's do Snakes versus Blocks. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the iPhone 8 actually booted into it faster. Let's see if there's any difference in delay between these games. Oh my god, they both, like, whatever. Okay, dope. So let's go into multitasking, actually. And let's go ahead and see if we can get both of these to kind of give us a different result between them. And let's go ahead and do Quizlet. 3, 2, 1. And they both restarted. Was not expecting that. And again, it looks like the iPhone 8 booted into the app faster. Let's do Bofa. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the iPhone 10 was faster here too. Definitely a good thing. Let's jump into Netflix. 3, 2, 1. And I think, yep, the iPhone 10 was faster there too. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and go back into Real Racing 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so they both restarted. Let's see which one is faster here. And I think the iPhone 10 is loading up. Okay, the iPhone 8 did get into the game just a little bit faster again, which is, you know, I was not expecting that. So let me go ahead and show you guys the multi-core score. And this is pretty interesting because I was expecting the multi-core scores to be a little bit further away from each other. So the iPhone 10 has 252,383. The iPhone 8 has 219,017. So the iPhone 8 definitely is a very fast phone. It's very capable. The iPhone 10 though is pretty fast too, and it's obviously faster than the iPhone 8. I was expecting the iPhone 10 to be more fast more times, if that makes any sense, than the iPhone 8, but I think the iPhone 10 held it down still, and I think it did a pretty decent job overall. I would say most of the times it was faster, so that's definitely a good thing, shout out to the iPhone 10. So to end it off, I kind of was hoping the iPhone 8 would be faster here and there so I could make another video about how Apple is kind of making the older iPhones fast, but this is a pretty good case because sometimes, things do happen in the background. For some reason, apps open up faster on other phones, sometimes slower on others. So, I think this is just pretty natural. But the case that happened with the 6S Plus, that was pretty crazy, and I was not expecting that. So how I'll end this off is the iPhone 10, I will say, is definitely faster than the iPhone 8. But it's not like a humongous comparison between them. I was expecting more of a difference. I was expecting the iPhone 10 to be much more faster, but I don't think that's really the case. I think the iPhone 8 still holds it down, but the iPhone 10, is just overall a better package. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it at. I mean, let me know what you guys think, though. You guys saw the same comparison I did. So let me know what you think. Do you think the iPhone 8 is as fast, as faster, as better, this and that? Leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be reading those. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button. That'll mean so much. But definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber we get really does count. So it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel is also linked down there below. I would really, really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, till then.